Hello everyone, just capturing my highlight reel of a solid win. Chogath finally built tank on Chogath for once. Decided to do that. The second most damage on the team. Even though they had more kills than us, they had an annoying team comp with Titimo. I'll just show you towards the end game, like my tips and tricks of being a decent Chogath player, because yeah, I'm not the best tank player, but it's easier to play the ADCs because I don't get one shot. So it's not a carry job, but it's like helping the rest of the team carry, because the rest of the team are like the OP true damage tank killers, and that's pretty hype. So yeah, let's just do towards the end. But yeah, there's Timo troops here and there, and as you can tell, sorry, my audio. As you can tell, I had a pretty good sword because of my ultimate, which deals damage, and I built Omni Vamp as last item. I really wanted to build tank because they had Timo, they had Gangplanks into one shot if I don't build that many tank items. Yeah, currently, for this game I started Heartsteel with Guardian's Horn, of course. Guardian's Horn start to block the damage. It started with Heartsteel because it's pretty easy to stack, even though Timo blinds can make it hard. You got Nautilus, Garen, and Gangplank. Sometimes Gangplank, which you can easily just go in and get a stack. Garen might be hard sometimes because it's kind of like, kind of really slick with the QE Stridebreaker speed. But no, yeah. And after that item, I decided to build Cloth Armor because there are a lot of champs that auto attack a bunch, like Kha'Zix and Gangplank. Like I don't want. I just reduced their damage. They had 3 big AD champs, mostly AD, well, I guess true damage on them, but yeah, Merc Treads won't help too much, just mostly for the Timo blinds and slows, which might be annoying. Gangplank barrel slows might be annoying, Kha'Zix slows might be annoying, the silence might be annoying. It's mostly Nautilus, but the rest is not too bad in terms of Merc Tread, so there's no big AP. I guess help reduce the shroom damage, but not a big deal. And then after that, decided to get the healing item, Unending Despair. Unending Despair is just for more armor, because that stack armor first a bit. Like Timo's doesn't have too many items yet. He does have Death Cap and Malignance, but like not too much burn for like the max HP. So like after he gets Liandry's and I guess the other max HP burn and Magic Shred, I'll probably get MR next, which, as you can see, I am. Just Unending Despair first, just for the extra in-combat healing, because, especially with Nautilus, I'm probably going to be stuck with the tank. And in this case, like, I tried to get myself. I don't know, yeah, this is not good gameplay. Yeah, rage bait by Timo, as I said in the chat. I was like, yeah, I decided to take all the shroom damage and just snowball in and get rage baited, but, yeah. Yeah, Warmog's armor could be helpful in this case, just tanking the shrooms, but like, towards mid-late game with your like, super minions, like, you just pretty much have to just auto the shrooms as soon as he puts it down, and it'll be pretty smooth. No idea what the Smolder keeps ulting for. In my opinion, Smolder did some damage, but got quite carried. Like, I guess some true damage at the end when he got 225 stacks. But yeah. So yeah, after I could have gotten Force of Nature and all that kind of stuff, but I felt like Koenig Rookity was the best choice because the Magic Shield just shows shroom damage, and I don't think I'll be in extended combat too long. Not too sure, but like in terms of the magic stuff, there isn't too much. It's just mostly the Timo shrooms, and if I'm like 1v1ing Gangplank or Kha'Zix, I don't think there'll be too much benefits to getting that. So just stack the shield, MR, health, and yeah. And yeah, besides finish the mana item. Honestly speaking, one big MR item is good enough for this game, and the tier item is fine for the shields. Like Kha'Zix is not building one of the best items in the game, Serpent's Fang, which wouldn't really help just for the Blitz shield and my shields. The rest don't really shield that much, so yeah, it's okay. Like, I do a lot of slows and CCs, but going back, I like Jack Show is probably the optimal choice, but yeah, if I had a 6 item or replace boots, it would be Jack Show obviously. But last item, you gotta go like once you see all these stacks and my HP, it's pretty obvious at this point. Gotta go for the Omni Vamp item. Forgot what it's called. Let's see. Yeah, they were dominating for a bit, but like we had a tank, so we had the front and back. Yeah. And the final item, yeah, Riftmaker. It got 117 AP from one item, and you get some healing extra healing once you combat a bunch, which I'm expected to because I'm a tank. So let's just see the final ending for this game. I'm pretty satisfied with it. Like, I'm a tank which has a lot of AP. Like, usually I like to build like tank, like AP, stack AP and health, but with a bunch of armor in this game, it was like so much nicer. Not as satisfying early mid game because I was just a meat shield. I didn't do much damage aside from my ult. But yeah, I had like, let's see how much HP. I had 8k HP, which is not the most, but it's a decent amount for a 25 minutes game round. See, I also had yeah, you see. Let me just replay how quickly Gangplank died, which is why. Yeah, I had the Demolish Rune, which was helpful in this case. Even though I had AP for the turret damage, it was like pretty smooth. Just a big one-shot to the turret. Which is like so predictable with the barrel hitting. Snowballed in, boom, comboed. Ulted, but he had Immortal Shield though. But yeah, it's pretty obvious, pretty easy. W does do quite a bit of damage. Once you have the AP stacking, there's 70% scaling, and right now, since I have AP, I do quite a bit of damage. And yeah, Kha'Zix quickly died. Like damage stacks up once you have all the AP, because so much scaling on all the abilities. And could have BM'd a bit more, but yeah, good game. That was a good game. Not super epic, but like I was able to finish him off. Let me see if I can replay to see what's happening back there. Like, I don't know what was going on. I was just killing turret. I didn't see any of the main damage dealers fighting. Just Gangplank. I just steal damage, distract him by focus the turret. As soon as that happens, just like finish him off. Pretty simple. Like they love to hit the turret. So like flash W easy. You just bait them into barrels and mid animation, and they're just getting them just focused on hitting everyone else. That it's like pretty easy. Yeah, I guess Timo tried to strat of just trying the pincer flank method, and while everyone's getting destroyed, like Darren could have easily like did a lot of damage to shred and ult and whatnot, but yeah, they just focus all of them all the way back. Even Timo with his like blind could have helped, but yeah. I gotta, beggars can't be choosers. You gotta, yeah, solid stuff, solid stuff. GG's. GG's.